What's up, everybody? Mike here, and I've got some big new details regarding Stellar Blade that I found out through an interview as well as on Twitter. Yes, I call it Twitter, not X, because I'm not doing that. It's still Twitter to me. Anyway, but yeah, in this video, I'll be going over a bunch of new details revealed about Stellar Blade that, to me, are exciting stuff to look forward to. 3 graphics modes, as well as like when it comes to microtransactions. Don't worry, there's none in there. Just confirm it real quick. But yeah, and there's a lot more to go into beyond that. Now, before I get into the details of the video, it'd be very helpful if you guys would like the video and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this, as it does help out the channel with the video and anything like that. It's always appreciated. So, going off what I found here on Twitter by Genki_JPN, who revealed some information not too long ago. This was back on the 18th. A bunch of new details when it comes to Stellar Blade, including 3 graphics modes, but I'm going to go from top to bottom here, read them off here. So, takes effort to master the various difficulty levels, requires you to study enemy patterns. You can change difficulty level any time. Like, those are very, very important things there on the first 3. And definitely reminiscent of, like, you know, other action games as well as action RPGs in terms of like study enemy patterns. Very reminiscent to me and gives me like Souls vibes in that sense, because you definitely gotta study enemy patterns when it comes to Souls games and Souls likes. So I'm hoping it has that sort of difficulty there, at least on like normal or even hard difficulty. But it's also good that they had different, you know, difficulty levels you can change anytime. Gameplay is somewhere between Bayonetta, Sekiro, or Jedi Fallen Order. Well, there you go. There you go. Literally was just, you know, hoping, you know, sounds like some Souls game type of vibes there with the enemy pattern stuff. So I'm loving that they are taking inspiration from Bayonetta, Sekiro, and Jedi Fallen Order. All of them are great games. So I'm definitely interested to see how this is actually going to feel once we play it and it launches and it blends all these elements together. Combat is combo oriented at first. As you progress, parry and dodge along with new skills make combat more fast-paced and varied. Very good, very good. Ranged attacks will also come into play, right? Linear game at start. Okay, so it opens up more as you progress. When you reach the city, it becomes more semi-open world. Eve's character and emotions will grow and evolve as the game progresses. Eve will have to make character choices in the game. I'm very intrigued by that. Character choices. So this may not necessarily have a major effect on the overall story or the ending, but I don't know. It's possible. Could this game have multiple endings? That'd be very cool if it does. Sony helped them finish the game in a very balanced way, which is good. And then here, going to the 3 game modes here, graphics modes, I should say, not game modes. The 3 graphics modes, 60 FPS performance mode, 4K resolution mode, and then you got a balance mode, a mix of the previous 2 modes. I think that's a translation error there as far as how that was written out as far as the word balance, but that happens sometimes. You can craft costumes as well. You also find and buy costumes in the game, and we'll have collectible items to collect. There's also fishing for those that love fishing in video games, and basically it's confirming that they want to show more of the appeal and charm of the combat of this game. So yeah. And then based on an interview here, apparently there are 20 to 30 costumes that Eve has in the game that you can unlock. So that's very exciting. And they have no close connection to the story. So costumes, no close connection to the story, but they want to include that element so you can, you know, change the look of the character. They also talk about in this interview that they have taken some inspirations from Nier Automata, basically. Like, that was a huge driving force behind, you know, working on this project. And so it made the dev realized once again that he wanted to make a game like Stellar Blade. And it does reveal they're a fan of God of War as well. So it won't be too surprising if we see some elements of like from God of War 2018 in Stellar Blade in some way, or is inspirations from that game. That does also confirm in this interview, in the latter half, we introduce organic interactions where the player fights using skills and energy acquired thus far. So I think it's a type of action game with a robust sense of strategic enjoyment. On top of that, there are some pleasant and exhilarating actions as well as original actions that differ per monster for the player to experience. That sounds freaking amazing. Oh man, I'm gonna love that, especially with the blending of Sekiro, Star Wars, Jedi, Fallen Order, and Bayonetta combat. Oh man, this is just sounding even better and better, more juicier, and just more thought, you know, put into it, more love put into it than I thought. In regards to the game flow, the devs talk about how various factors will contribute to the protagonist's development. Some sections of the game are progressed in a linear fashion, but once you come across villages inhabited by people, it feels like a semi-open world, allowing you to move around freely to an extent. Beyond that, the game progresses again with linear gameplay to another semi-open world part, and so on. It's all seamless, so there aren't any unnatural interruptions to your gameplay experience. The dev also confirms that this is a single player game only, and there are no microtransactions whatsoever in the game, so like the costumes I mentioned earlier can be earned and unlocked, playing the game, found in the game. I'm guessing there's gonna be some type of in-game currency you can buy the costumes with, that type of thing. He actually confirms right here there are materials you can obtain or design documents for costumes. So there you go. Those will be used to essentially help make those costumes or get them. But they can also be purchased in the villages, allowing you to acquire and change between a variety of different outfits. So there you go. So what I take away from this is all good. Like, this is all good news to me. All the details we now know even more about that have been fleshed out more about this game in these interviews and the promotion of this. It's just exciting. We're like 2 months away from this game still. We still got Rebirth to hold us out. We still got Dragon's Dogma 2 coming out and Rise of Ronin next month in March. So I'm excited, and this is going to be April as well too. And this is going to be just a game for a lot of people. I feel like it's probably got a, freaking mature, going to have a mature rating too as well. I'm speculating because let's be real. We saw how spicy she was looking in the game, and I can imagine, the outfits that we have not seen yet or how they're going to be. So we got that to look forward to. But let me know your thoughts and comments below, guys. I hope this video was helpful to you and gave you a better understanding of what to expect in Stellar Blade. If you did enjoy the video, please smash that like, subscribe if you're new, and as I mentioned before, please leave a comment. My name is Mike. Thank you for watching.